Oh, in this video, I will talk about how to identify variables in a scientific analysis. And here I will use the case, the effect of the distance between a light sensor and a light source on the light intensity detected. 咁啊，即係做緊啲咩？就係話，如果有盞燈喺度啦，跟住我有個感光器咧，如果咧佢哋兩個嘅距離越遠啊，我量度出嚟咧嗰個光度有咩影響咧？調翻轉咯，如果我越擺佢越近啦，對於你量度出嚟嘅光度咧，又有啲咩影響呢？ And I will mainly talk about three types of variables. Oh, first of all, what do you want to study in this scientific investigation? Of course, you want to study the distance between the light source and then what is the effect of it on the light intensity detected. So what you measure is that you will measure the light intensity, and this time we will use a microbit on the left hand side to detect the light level. After you vary the distance and then to see what will happen to the light intensity. So in the investigation, you change the distance and then measure the intensity. So what the change you make initially is that the distance between the light source and the sensor, and after that you measure the corresponding result. Just like shown in the video, you move the light source further apart and then take the data, and then you change the distance again further away from the microbit, and then you take the reading again. And then after you set several distance, say for example here 10 cm, 20 cm, and then up to 50 cm, then you have 5 recorded data, and then you just do the comparison or you draw a graph to show the relationship between these two. And this is the way how you do so. Oh, to recall your memory, what you initially change is the distance between the light source and the sensor, and this is the only variable you change. So we call it independent variable， 叫獨立變數啦。你想研究啲咩嘅，一開始你改變啲咩嘅，就叫做 independent variable 啦。And then what you measure, how can you compare the result? And we call it the dependent variable. Now you measure the light intensity, so that is the dependent variable is the variable you would like to compare. 叫做啲咩？呢個叫做因變數咧，就係隨之而改變嘅變數啦。隨住你一開始改變個 distance， 你會改變咗啲咩嘢？咁喺呢度就係話個 light intensity 有機會改變，呢個就係你量度用嚟比較嘅嗰個結果嚟啦。Oh, then the third type is called a control variable. That is something that some factors that may also change the result. And here is a corresponding video that will show you two factors that will also change the light intensity, and it will make your test inaccurate, or we can say that it is no longer a fair test. And it is the normal setting with a ruler perpendicular to the microbit, and then under a normal environment, and then you take the reading 1, 0, and 7 on average. What if in another set of experiment we arrange it like this? Again 30 cm, however it is put next to the window. You can observe that the reading, it becomes 109 and 111 on the two trials. And you can see that if it is placed next to the window, then the reading increases. It means that the surrounding environment, 周邊嘅環境啦, the light intensity in the surrounding environment will also change the result. If you do it like this, it will affect the result. And here is the second case. You can see that the ruler is placed but not perpendicular to the microbit. And the result now is 54. You can see that it has a drop in the result. Then what if you performed two sets of experiments, one is next to the window and one on a normal table? And do you think that the result is accurate for you to find out the effect of distance? The answer is may not. And then how about the case, one of them you place the ruler perpendicular to the microbit, and then the other one there is an angle between the microbit and the ruler. Then okay, the result will also be inaccurate. So each time you perform the experiment, you should ensure that apart from the distance between the light sensor and the light source, there is no other change in variable, no other factor is changed. And this can ensure that your test is a fair test. And this kind of variable that may also change the result. They are called control variable. You should keep them the same.